tenses, what did I write? Verb. Okay. So ma'am told that she is going to take a topic tenses. But what is the purpose of this particular question? Why should we study grammar? Is there any purpose to study grammar? Is there any purpose to study grammar? Grammar is not a useless to us, right? First of all, why should we study grammar? So wondering, give an answer. For better communication. People can stand up and give an answer. Okay? Better communication. So give you the gap actually. Ready? For better communication and to understand.
Confident.
Okay?
Confident.
Bit louder.
Confident.
Confident. Confident communication.
Yes.
So, as you gave three answers regarding the question, what is the better communication, understand, and it gives us confidence. Okay. So, grammar is a kind of a tool which helps us to speak and understand the language in an effective way. So, this will be the very basic definition. So, why should we study grammar in this thing? If suppose I am talking in English, if you can't able to understand in this thing, then that is not considered as the proper way of communication. So the communication must be take place in an effective way only with the help of the grammatical concept. Okay. So what are the topics can be studied to improve ourselves in grammar? The next question is what are the topics? So we can use tenses and then you can call it as the backbone of grammar. So tenses is considered as the backbone of grammar because while studying tenses, what are the things will you gain? This is not a new topic. Since you are fifth and onwards, you might study the same topic, right? So in nature physics, this is the very first thing comes to my mind. What is this? We're talking about tenses. And in that, at your mind level, it's helpful. Present, past, okay, so here it is. Read right, present, past, and okay. And below that I have written four forms to solve. But here the question is, what are the benefits an individual can attain when studying tense? The majority of the problem is we do not know the application of grammar, where to use. We can just study it as rules and regulations, but we fail to use it in our day-to-day conversation. So in that scenario, if you learn tenses, what will happen in this things? You can construct a meaningful sentence of your own. You can construct lot of sentences. So what is the problem to talk? To form a sentence, right? You need a support to make a sentence with a proper arrangement. So for that proper arrangement, there we need a support of tenses and parts of speech. Can anyone define parts of speech? Hope you remember it, right? What are the things you have studied in parts of speech? How many parts of speech are there? How many parts of speech? 8. That is not. What is the function of it? What is the function of it? So how the parts of our body helps us to perform individual tasks. Similarly, these parts of speech help us to form a sentence. Okay. If a noun in this sentence, you should use the noun only in the beginning of a sentence. The noun must be followed by a verb, might be a helping or a main verb. And you can use an adjective to enhance the noun. Okay, you can relate things. Because these things will not be changed at any cost. நீங்க படிச்ச எதுவுமே மாற போறது கிடையாது. ஓகேவா? So tenses எதுக்காக யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்னா it helps to. So how come we can define tenses? I have written it as indicates the time of Hope you remember that day I told, right? The child speaks like yesterday I will eat. இப்போ yesterdayங்கிறது date கான்செப்ட் ஆயிடும் and I will eat will be future tense. இங்க எங்கயாவது டைம் ரெஃபரன்ஸ் எடுக்க முடியுமா? Will you able to like put under this sentence under past tense, this might be under future tense. So to identify the time reference, there we need a support of tenses. Okay, we have three types of tenses: present, past, and future. Similar way, we have four forms each in all categories. So those things are before getting into that. Hope you remember the chart in your school days. Yeah, first person singular, first person plural, and second person singular, third person singular and plural. Okay. So why should you like know about all these things? Yeah, இதெல்லாம் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். These are all the very basic prerequisite stuff to be aware by each and every one of you. These are the areas where people make mistakes also. While giving a self-introduction, you might come across some of your friends might say like that, I had a sister and my father was a businessman. சொல்லிட்டாங்களா ஒரு ஃப்ளோல பேசும்போது I had a sister சொல்லிட்டோமா what does it mean? Had யூஸ் பண்றோம் past ஓட கனெக்ட் ஆகுது. So you try to say that your sister is no more. இப்போ உங்க sister உயிரோட இல்லைங்கிறது சொல்ல வரலாம். My father was a businessman in the same. இப்போ வேற ஏதாவது பிசினஸ் பண்றாங்களா வேற ஏதாவது வர்க் பண்றாங்களா? So usage of tenses mislead to the meaning. ஒரு கன்ஃபியூஷனை வந்து ஏற்படுத்தி like to avoid those confusions you can use it in a proper way. Okay, so for that there you need a support of these stuff. And next வந்து verb form. Because இங்க நம்ம action வந்து எப்ப நடந்ததுங்கறத ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்றதுக்கு தான் there we need a support of tense சொல்லியாச்சு இல்லையா? So verb forms பார்க்கும்போது okay everyone know about helping verb and main verb. What is the difference between helping verb and main verb? What are all they called as helping verb? Helping verb எதெல்லாம்? Anyone can name from main verb. Main verb at least name some few main verbs. Main verbs, don't know about anything about main verbs? Action word. Verb is an action word. What are all they? I ask you to tell some main verb. So main verb later on area. Sing, write, sing, eat, walk, jump, anything else. Okay? So the question is, what is the difference between main verb and helping verb? I have written two sentences. Okay? One is contains the main verb. In another sentence, here we have only the helping verb. Yes? Words like, was it a complete meaningful sentence? How many of you felt it is a meaningful sentence? Word flyங்கிறது ஒரு meaningful sentence ஆ இருக்கா? Say yes or no. Yes. How many of you are saying yes can raise your hands? See, grammar can be, you can make a mistake. That won't be an issue. Okay, I'm not going to fire you people. Okay. By making mistake, you can learn it very easily. So only 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are raising their hands. Okay. Okay. In the second sentence, what is the complete one? I am. Huh? Why it is no? I am in the sense. What I am? It requires something else to make it as a meaningful word. So I can add certain words such as I am a teacher, I am a student, I am a doctor, I am an engineer. இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு profession related. I am studying, I am singing, I am delivering a lecture. Like that, you can make it as a meaningful word. So what is the difference between main verb and helping verb? Main verb ஒரு subject ஓட add பண்ணும்போது it gives the complete sense. Whereas helping verb cannot make a complete sense. For that, you have to add a main verb along with that. Okay, one helping verb kuda you can add two main verbs to make it as a meaningful stuff. இதுக்காக தான் நம்ம main verb and helping verb தெரியும்.